Everyone to another video. Today I'm back again at my property refurb, as I probably said in every other video, because now I like to film my videos here somewhere at the office. We are now in the kitchen. I haven't shown you much of this yet, so you can sort of see behind me. We've got the towels in, the cupboards in, so there's a little sneak preview of it for now, but until the finale you're not going to see much more than this. But in today's video I'll be telling you how you can get properties at a discount. So when you're going to the sale section in a shop, trying to look for clothes, trying to buy some shoes, you go straight to that big red sale sign. And this is exactly how I'm going to tell you to get properties at that sale reduced price. So as you know, with interest rates, with how things are going with inflation, I don't want to go near that stuff because it's too complicated. No one knows what's going on, but this is a time for you to shine. I've had an offer accepted on another property which was a lot less than the asking price. This is where you can jump in and find really good deals. I know it's tough right now, but keep your two eyes on the market, you can definitely find yourself a good deal. So let's get straight into it. So my first point is going directly to solicitors. And you've probably not heard of that one before, but what I mean by going directly to solicitors, they have properties that are probate properties. They're dealing with the paperwork, they're trying to get everything sorted for that property, and looking to potentially sell it through an agent eventually once all the paperwork has come through. Of course, this can take some time, the paperwork, but if you can go to solicitors around the area, or you've worked with some solicitors before, this is where you go directly to them. You send them an email, you go to them and you tell them, do you have any probate properties that you're looking to sell, or potentially go to an agent to sell that property to? And most of the time they do have probate properties. If they deal with probate houses and conveyancing in property, then they should definitely have some probate properties. Of course, some solicitors have more than others, but if you go to that area you're looking to invest in and you go directly to the solicitors, they can potentially find you a property before it's even hit the market. So everything's been valued, all the paperwork they've got, and it's a matter of, well, you can go view that property, and if you like it, potentially just do a back and forth with the seller, who is potentially their relative or something along those lines, and then the solicitor gets business again, and not only that, is they get a quick sale and they get their commission. So it's sort of a win-win for everyone, and also you can get it for quite a good discount, especially if they want to just offload that property and just gather the funds for it. It's definitely a great strategy to do. It's just a bit of time consuming to go out there, contact solicitors, but if you can land one, you've got yourself a gem. My next way of finding huge discounts in property is through letter drop-offs. I've had a potential off-market deal before through letter drop-offs, and to be honest, the way I do it is I go to viewings and then I have a good drive around the area and just drop a load of letters off. I'm sure you can tell from the outside of the property if it needs work doing or not. And to be honest, if you just want something which is already done up, etc., then throw letters off at every single door, because you never know what someone's situation is. You don't know what the condition is of the inside of the property, and to be honest, the more letters you post, the better conversion rate you can potentially get. And don't be upset if nothing comes after you've done 100 letters, because it's just a matter of time. Take your time, drop those letters off, make it as personalized as possible. You can create a great relationship with the seller, make it comfortable for them, and potentially when you go and view that property, you show them comparables, you show them as if you're an agent yourself, but you're the one actually buying the property. So really make sure when you are speaking to them, and you get to this stage, you really make them as comfortable as possible to the point where they don't think there's some sort of dodgy business going on here, especially when there's nothing wrong. All you're doing is cutting out the agent in this. But by all means, I put my hands up. I love dealing with agents. I love creating relationships with agents. And to be honest, this is where you're going to get the most deals. And following through into the agent's side of properties. This is where, again, you create a great relationship with an agent. Over time, you buy, sell, or you buy to rent a property through that same agent. They will come back to you, they trust you, they want to work with you. And if a sale falls through, this is where they will call you, because you are the trusted one, and say, we have a sale fall through. Do you want to come and view this and potentially just buy, rather than us list it back on the market again, get more viewings in yet again, wait a more couple of weeks, and then to sell it. Whereas you can just go in, be quick on the ball, and view that property as soon as they call you, or you call them as well, to make sure you can get a viewing booked in, negotiate back and forth with the seller, and then just look to complete. Because at the end of the day, when something has come back to market, or before it's come back to market and a sale has fallen through, it means there's been a good month or two that has been delayed, and they want to just get rid of it almost at this point, and they want someone who is just trustworthy, and you could be that person just by creating a good relationship with an agent. And to my final point, the one which is more obvious than the rest, the one that is out there, and that is reduced properties. When you're looking online now, you're seeing a lot of reduced signs. Of course you are, because there are agents out there, unfortunately, listing things for way too high, as if we were in 2022, prime time, where everything was just flying off the shelves. We're not at that current climate anymore. So this is where, again, when you see that reduced sign, it's reduced for a reason. Not the done-up houses, more or less the ones which need works doing to it. And the reason being is because no one's actually living in those rundown houses. And most of the time, they just want to get rid of it. Like I've said, either because they're probate, or they're a family relative's home, and who knows what's happened, but they just want to get rid of it, especially with the works that need doing to it. If you leave it any longer, there's going to be a lot more problems. So this is where you jump in. Even though it says reduced already, you can go again further down the price and just reduce that even more. And this again links in with creating a relationship with an agent. So there we have it. Those are my top tips of finding discounted property deals. So let me know down below which one was your favorite. Let me know your points if you've got any other suggestions. But I've been Hagar, aka Hags. Don't forget the name, and I'll catch you in the next video.